An Alton family is fighting to save the life of their loved one. Right now, doctors cannot figure out what is wrong with the 33-year-old woman. CBS 4's Joel Flores sat down with her family and has this report.
Tiffany, what started as an infection spread to a bacteria between her eyes. Her family says no doctor will operate on her, and they don't know how long until it's too late. Back in March, Francisca Maldonado went to Mission Regional Medical Center for stomach pain. But since then, family says she has remained in the hospital with almost no chance of survival.
I want her to be what she was before. Have fun, be here at home with her kids. She has 4 kids. And now what I want, a doctor to come and put hands on her and get her out of the hospital.
That was Laura Pascua, Francisca's cousin. She says with no Medicaid, no documentation, and being a high-risk patient, 33-year-old Francisca is barely hanging on by a thread.
She's just sleeping, staying there, suffering too much. She doesn't have no feet nor legs. What's life's gonna go for now for her kids? It's gonna be real difficult for her. She's suffering too much.
Pascua says Francisca had an infection that led to her being put on dialysis. She then started having a reaction to both her feet and hands, where her skin would boil up as if they were burns. When they popped, her skin was so exposed and raw, plus her blood had stopped circulating, which led to her feet being amputated, and then shortly after, her hands. Her family says after doctors took a piece of her skin below her eye to see where the mysterious infection came from, a bacteria started growing right between her eyes.
My biggest fear is that bacteria getting to her brain and doctors not being able to do absolutely anything about it. The doctors have told me she most likely will die, but my daughter is not aware that she will die.
Pascua says Francisca has received financial help from the county, but they have dispersed all the funds they can, and Francisca's bills aren't cheap.
One starts to think, why does something happen like this? With a million things on your mind, you start to lose hope. And seeing someone fine and healthy just 2 days before being admitted to the hospital really takes a toll on you, especially since it's my daughter in that bed. It's hard.
This family is left with having to decide whether to move and find care somewhere else or simply wait for a miracle to happen.
We want a miracle. You never know. God's big.
We reached out to Mission Regional Medical Center for comment on Francisca's condition. However, they wouldn't comment on the matter. In the studio, Joel Flores, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.